My name is Saikon John. Today I will present the Gantt simulation reflections for the Global Supply Chain Management course. For the executive summary, the simulations provide me a great opportunity to get insight into how running a mobile phone manufacturing business. In this Gantt, I was hired as a supply chain manager and taking responsibility to make decisions on two production lines. There was two main steps during the simulation Gantt. Firstly, in the design rooms, I have to make decisions on which options need to take to add to the two initial model. And secondly, in the forecasting room, and we have to make decisions on estimated demand. And in the production rooms, I need to make decisions on choosing which supplier and also set up the production schedule. At the end of each year, the financial and operational performance will be reviewed by the board member. My performance was mainly measured by two dimensions: gross margin and number of votes. Overview of the firm. The firm is a mobile phone manufacturer producing two models of phones, Model A and Model B. Both models are similar, but Model B is designed to have better features with higher profit margins. So while I was entering the decision room, there was 4 different product options each year available for both modules, such as updated communications, exterior material, stylish, storage capacity, etc. In my opinion, the decision on product mix should comprehensively consider both qualitative and quantitative issues. We can get qualitative opinions from the design room team members' discussions. And for the quantitative analysis, we can calculate the product mix total profit. And besides total profit, we also can use profit and cost ratios to determine whether product need a further process. Keep the original product or add a new option to it. For example, if adding a new option could achieve greater ratio than the original one, we will consider the new options. For the forecasting approach in this Gantt, there was no historical data available for further analysis. Therefore, I utilized the forecasting members' consensus as the base of our personal estimate and made adjustments based on the relevant factors, such as standard deviations, holding costs, markdown price, as well as stock out costs. For the supply chain strategy, and since all 4 suppliers guarantee the highest quality, the production lead time and the total cost could be the key considerations. The main idea for our supply chain strategies were that to utilize the main idea for our supply chain strategy is to use multiple sourcings, utilize low-cost overseas supplier to produce basic number of demand, and use the local supplier to quickly respond to the gap between forecast and the actual demand. Top 3 risks. There was 3 main risks in our operations: wrong decision on product mix, the accuracy of the forecast and the fluctuation in the market. Since the product mix is at the upstream of the supply chain, it could mess up our entire business at the very beginning if we made wrong mistake. To avoid this risk, I recommended to do quantitative analysis, such as calculate the total profit and the profit cost ratio for each possible options, and also do brainstorm with forecasting team, interviews focused customers to get accurate reflections on what users want. For the risk of accuracy in forecasting, the deviations between actual demand and estimated demand would pretty affect the production cost and inventory cost. To avoid this risk, I recommended collecting historical data, analyzing the trend and the features, creating a suitable forecasting model to make a decision rather than just relying on qualitative opinion from the forecasting team. And we also utilize normal distribution curve theories set at our goal of service level to maximize our profitability. For the risk of fluctuation in the market during the production period, sometimes certain emergency events may cause a significant drop in the profit. To avoid this risk, I recommend use local suppliers to accommodate the fluctuations because they have less lead time and better responsibilities. The top three opportunities. There are three main opportunities the companies have. New technologies, closer relationships with supplier, and lean management and Kaizens. New technologies such as innovation or improvement in function, materials, appearance would provide added value to products, make it more profitable, and furthermore, new technologies such as information system also help with promoting efficiency in operations. For example, ERP system with in-time and accurate data could help manufacturers make the correct decision in their business. A closer relationship with supplier also help improve the entire supply chain's efficiencies. Firstly, a close relationship reduce purchasing cost because most suppliers prefer stable and long-term contracts rather than random pop-up orders. Secondly, close relationships avoid the risk of supply fluctuation because of the better communication and deeper insight into suppliers' operation conditions. Lastly, creating a partnerships with suppliers could also help with supply chain vertical integration to achieve just-in-time production. Lean management in organizations also is a good opportunity for us. Lean management aims to reduce all kinds of waste within the organization, such as inventory, waiting time, transportation costs, etc. To achieve a lean environment, small and continued improvement should be implemented throughout the company. Therefore, a combination of lean management and Kaizen is a good opportunity for the company to reduce costs and increase profitability. A turning point during this 4 years operation, A turning point occurred at the production period of the second year, which caused a dramatic decline in gross margins from previous 29% to 24% at the end of year 2. The actual demand in the second year was significantly less than what we estimated, and large number of inventories began to stack up since the first month we received the products. At that time, we are reluctant to make any change order due to very expensive penalty, and continue to carry huge stock until September, when we finally decide to send our change order to a local supplier. During that year, the company lost numerous money in inventory carrying costs, change order penalty, decreased the gross margin. This mistake was critical to company's final position because it caused the largest loss in total profit during this 4 years operation, but it also an indicator for our company to review the performance of decision making for the emergency situation. What I learned from this mistake is that a change order should be made earlier if the deviation between forecast and the actual demand was significant. Otherwise, keeping a stable production schedule